Good day, love. Welcome. Welcome to the space. Welcome back. We are going to get started for Kemetic Yoga shortly. In the meantime, feel free to grab your water, any props, any things that will assist your practice. And let me know in the chat, just observing your body as you're getting in here. Let me know in the chat what is something that any areas of tension, any areas within your body that need a little extra love, a little extra um, relaxation and release. Let me know if that applies to you in the chat. And as usual, we will give 5 minutes for people to come in before we close the doors. So welcome, Jackie O. Okay, lower back, hips, neck and shoulders.
Morning.
Hello.
Good day.
Hey, good day. Roz is joining me this morning.
Oh, yay.
Welcome.
Bless. Today we'll do Ma'at Ka.
Oh, yay.
Bless. So yeah, this one you gonna be all up in the hips and balance and things. I won't hurt you. I won't hurt you. And of course, with Kemetic Yoga, just take it at your pace. You know what feels good in your body, and let yourself align from the inside out. So as we're getting settled in, I'll just walk through a few grounding tips that will help overall. And some of those things are how to properly ground your hands and your feet. And so as we're moving, you'll be able to remain rooted and you'll be able to have more stability in those times where you need to, instill some balance. Also being aware of your space. If there's things in arm's reach that can help, like say with extra support or balance, like a wall or a chair or a yoga block, or books, stack books, pillows, blankets, anything that would bring forth extra comfort. If you notice that maybe you need some extra comfort for your ankles or your knees or your hips. So here's how to ground your hands, right? So if you hold up your hand, there's a point on your hand where it can support the most weight. It supports you in all ways. It's called the central pillar of the hand. And it's literally where, do your peace sign, and it's right here, right here, the base of your peace sign. That's the central pillar of your hand that can support the most weight. And this is the point where we want to focus a large portion of our weight as we're placing our hands down on the mats, on the floors, using our hands to support us in any way. We always want to make sure that we are mostly having the weight up here and using your finger pads. So you can place your hand on the ground and just feel how it feels to start to kind of front load your weight into this region and into your finger and thumb pads, using those for support. Oh yeah, that's a good point, babe. So this is something that's more of a general tip because Ma'at Ka is a standing sequence where you won't have to mainly use this, but just in general, if you ever find yourself, coming up from like a laying down meditation, which we'll do a laying down meditation today, this will also be useful. So the fleshy part of your thumb right here is also really helpful for support. You just want to make sure that you're not putting your support down here at the base, because that's the carpal tunnel. That's how people end up with carpal tunnel syndrome, and you don't want that. Now, when it comes to the feet, we're mainly going to be grounding, standing. Oh, here we go. It's reversed for Ma'at Ka. And as you're standing, there's going to be moments where you're going to want the extra balance. There are 3 points on your foot where if you bring your awareness to these 3 points, you activate these 3 points by just, intentionally putting them down onto the mat, it will help greatly. The 3 points on the foot are right under your big toe, right here. And the big toe and your big toe pad is what I'll call it. The right under your pinky toe, which often gets forgotten, and then your heel. This activates all 3 arches in your foot so that as you're standing, and we can stand together now. If this is new to you, go ahead and stand and just begin to bring your awareness to those 3 points. The big toe, the pinky toe, and the heel. And so as you're standing, you want to, oftentimes in Kinetic Yoga, you'll have your big toes touching together and the outsides of the feet are parallel. So instead of having the feet out like a duck or in like a pigeon, they're parallel with one another, big toes touching. So you'll notice a gap between your heels. And as you're standing, just begin to kind of notice what it feels like for your weight to be equally distributed with a gentle kind of shifting forward, back, side to side to get your sweet spot of comfort, activating the big toe, pinky toe, and heel. And something that's also helpful is to visualize energy shooting through your feet into the center of the earth and just allowing yourself to sink deeper into the mat through your feet. And so as you're lifting one leg, you'll keep this kind of focus on these 3 points in the foot that's grounded. And so you'll notice in Ma'aka, as we lift one leg, we're still remaining solid with that equal distribution in whatever foot is touching the mat. So it's these little micro adjustments that we're making that make a world of difference. Okay, so that was the quick recap when it comes to grounding the hands, grounding the feet. As we begin, I want to invite you just to come down to either a sitting position on your mat or laying down, and we'll begin with a quick body scan before we get into the actual sequence of Ma'aka. And so this position that we're in is also referred to as Sesh pose. And Sesh pose is also known as easy pose. It's the pose that the scribes of ancient Egypt would be in. It's also a variation of lotus pose. And Sesh pose is a meditative posture. And here I just want you to, shift the booty meat so that you can really settle into those bones in your bottom. They're called affectionately called sit bones. So really grounding yourself on your sit bones and allowing yourself to realign your spine as though a string is gently pulling through the spine, through the crown of the head, up all the way to infinity through the sky. And here you can rest your hands on your knees. You can bring your thumbs together and rest your hands in your lap. Either way is fine, whichever one is more comfortable with you. And I just want you to begin to relax into this moment. And as we go through this practice, just bringing your awareness to right now, this second, this now. We're going to begin a body scan from the crown of the head and scanning all the way down to the soles of our feet, bringing our awareness to our crown, scanning down to the eyebrows, forehead, temples, noticing any areas of tension, sending love there. And as you're scanning through your body, bringing your tongue, the tip of your tongue, to the roof of your mouth, just behind your teeth. This allows you to close the circuit of your energy so that you're able to, as you're breathing, slowly cultivate, conserve, build the energy that is within you with the life force that is all around you. So continuing the scan down past the ears, nose, cheeks, jaw, the back of the neck. Allow yourself grace to make any micro adjustments that feel best to you in your body as we scan down to the base of the neck, noticing the shoulders, the shoulder blades, the chest, bringing awareness to any areas of tension, and with your breath, fill up those areas, sending your breath there, sending love there. And on the exhalations, just begin to melt a little bit more into this moment, sinking a little bit more deeper into your seated or laying down position. Continuing the scan down to your solar plexus, the middle of your back, your upper arms, elbows, lower abdomen, forearms, wrists, hips, making any micro adjustments that feel good to you, maybe a little shift, a little tilt, a little uplift, sending love to any areas of tension, allowing your breath to fill up your torso. With every inhalation, energy is rising up your spine to the crown of your head and resting in the space between your brows and between your ears to your pineal gland, that seat of perception. And on the exhalations, the breath, the life force energy is flowing throughout your body. An easy breath out through the mouth. Continuing the scan down to the thighs, your knees, calves, shins. Continuing to let go, knowing that this moment is new, knowing that this moment is for you. Sending love to any areas of tension, making your micro adjustments. Continuing to breathe deeply in through the nose, filling up the chest, filling up the ribs, the lower abdomen, energy rising, and exhaling gently through the mouth or through the nose. Continuing the scan down to the calves, shins, ankles, the tops of the feet, the toes, the bottoms of your feet that walk you through life, that allow you to be supported as you move, as you dance, as you work, as you play. Sending some love to any areas of tension, any areas even if there's no tension there, just sending love throughout your entire being. Take a moment to flood your entire body, your entire being with love from head to toe. You may feel a warmth of your energy as you do so. Just continuing to sink and continuing to let go and continuing to remember that self-forgiveness is a given, that grace is always here, unconditional love is your natural state. And while we're here, this is a beautiful time to set an intention for your practice. What is the energy that you wish to embody, the feeling that you wish to embody during the time that we have together? What is the intention that you have for the practice? What do you wish to experience? And this is your practice, it's nobody else's. So take a moment and set your intention. And it may be a word. Hold it in your heart. Hold it in your mind. Hold it on your tongue. Feel free to say it out loud.
Listening.
Love.
Presence.
We'll be coming back to this intention throughout the practice. All right, so now feel free to bring some movement into your fingertips, into your feet, into your shoulders. We're going to come into some organic, intuitive movement. So beginning just to listen to your body, moving how you're called. You have already had a moment, a chance to become aware of your body in terms of what it needs. So just beginning to move those areas of your body that require that love, that require that attention, and just gifting yourself with more of what feels good, more of what feels expansive, that gentle stretch, moving your body. Maybe it's your shoulders, maybe it's your hips, maybe they need a little bit more attention, expanding. As we breathe in, we're expanding, we're realigning. Energy rising up the spine as we breathe in, up to the crown, resting in the space between the brows. And before we exhale, as we're practicing in Kemetic Yoga, the 4-part breath, we pause to savor the moment, to observe. And then exhale, beginning to exhale through the nose now.
Coach Tenci,
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking maybe we can, right before Maka, do the Lotus on both sides.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Just to open up some of this, and then as we're standing, obviously we'll open the shoulders and twist and things, and be a little more complete.
Yeah. So before we get into Mat Ka, while we're here sitting, this is actually perfect to get into a Lotus Stretch, as Sol was mentioning. And so what we can do is...
Now I'm gonna do full Lotus, but she's gonna lead you through half Lotus because people are at different stages of what they can do flexible wise and things.
Mm-hmm.
So if you look at me and you're like, no, just try to, you don't have to have both feet up, such as this. I've been practicing. It's my wife, so I do this.
So
took a while.
So there are the 3 different variations. I'll walk you through all 3 and you can pick which one feels best in your body. So the first one is the easy pose, which is where we are now. Now, if you'd like to feel it out in your body, you can come into a half lotus, bringing one leg up gently and resting the instep of your foot toward your hip crease, yes. And just allowing it to rest there. Now, if that feels good, and with your hands on your knees, just kind of evening yourself out, if that feels good, then you can also extend, bringing out your bottom foot and lifting up gently and coming into full lotus, bringing that other foot, the bottom of the foot, into the hip crease as well. So this would be full lotus. The knees are toward the mat or toward the ground, fairly level, and you're on your sit bones. So for me, moving a little booty meat to the side and sitting on the sit bones. And in full lotus, what we're going to do is simply begin to become aware of our posture, elongating through the spine, as though an invisible string is pulling us up, coming back to our intention, that word that was resonant with us. And whichever of the 3 that you choose, just as you're in that, we're going to begin by inhaling, lifting the hands up to shoulders height, and we're going to rotate to the left as far as you can.
Keeping your hips square.
Yes, keeping your hips square. We're going to hinge from the hips and coming forward gently, lowering the hands down. Exhale, energy dispersing through the bodies to our hands and our feet, bringing the hands down in front of us. Inhaling to realign the spine. Pause to savor, shoulders released away from the ears. And exhale, releasing, lowering your chest toward your thighs. Keeping your neck long so that you're not collapsing in your neck. What you can do here is you can form a pyramid with your hands. Mer, unconditional love, is the energy, and lowering your head into the pyramid on your next exhalation. So inhale, energy rising, realign the spine, make any micro adjustments that feel good in your body. Take your time, pause to savor the breath, and exhale your head toward the pyramid. Now that back hip is going to want to come up to play. Give yourself some grace. It's okay if it does a little bit, but if it starts to come up too much, just rise up a little bit. Give yourself that room. Breathe into your lower back, bringing your belly button toward your spine. Inhale, realign in your body. Make those micro adjustments that feel good, that feel nice. And on the exhalation, release a little deeper into the stretch. Breathing here, feeling a gentle massage of your abdomen against your leg. Breathing here, making your micro adjustments. Really listen to your body. Take a moment to send love to any areas of tension. Shoulders released away from your ears. Coming back to your intention. On the next inhalation, we're going to rise back up, pushing away from the hands, engaging the core, lifting the hands up from the floor to shoulders height. And exhale, we're going to twist toward the right side. Inhale, realign the spine. Pause to savor. And exhale the hands slowly toward the floor, hinging from the hips, expanding in the lower back, breathing into your body, forming a pyramid onto the floor. Take your time, make your micro adjustments. Flat back, exhaling toward the pyramid. Mer, unconditional love, universal love. Here. Now, over the next few breaths, because sometimes we don't go all the way down, and that's fine because we're at different levels of flexibility every moment. So take your time, breathe, inhale, energy rising up your spine, realign. And on the exhalation, deepening the stretch. Wherever you are, bringing your chest toward your thigh as far as you can, feeling the massage as you're breathing of your abdominal muscles, your stomach, your internal organs getting a little massage as you breathe.
Loosen your
Reconnect.
shoulders away from your ears.
Releasing the shoulders away from the ears, indeed. Take a moment to send some love throughout your body. Notice any areas of tension. Breathe into them, and we're surrendering deeper into this posture, this moment. Take your time. Coming back to your intention. What was your intention? And on the inhalation, we're going to rise, pushing away from the hands, core engaged, and lifting the hands up to shoulders height. On the exhalation, coming forward, and we're going to extend forward. Inhale, realign the spine first. And on the exhalation, coming forward as far as you can, bringing the pyramid, unconditional love, to the floor. Inhale, realign as many times as you need before you exhale, bringing your head toward the pyramid.
Keeping the sit bones on the mat.
Sit bones grounded on the mat, so only go as far as your body is ready for. Use your breath as you continue to breathe to show you that you can go deeper with time. Noticing any areas of tension, breathe into them. Send love to those areas with your imagination. Continuing to breathe, remember your tongue connection, tip of the tongue to the roof of the mouth. Inhale, elongating in the spine, making those micro adjustments that feel oh so good to you. And exhale a little deeper. Letting it go. Letting it all go. Anything that does not serve your vision, your intention for this practice, letting it all go. Breathe into it. Breathe love into your body. Now, on the next inhalation, we're going to rise, core engaged, lower back released, pushing away from the hands, lifting the hands up to shoulders height. And on the exhalation, gently lowering the hands down slowly, back to the knees, back to the thighs. From here, we're going to do the same thing on the other side. But before we go straight into it, just take your time to release that top foot, a top leg down. Take your time to release the other ankle down. And we're going to do some just gentle, organic stretching in the ankles. Because sometimes when we haven't really done a lot of movements like this, it's like new to the body. So we're just warming it up again, right? We're getting it acquainted, getting our bodies acquainted with this new movement. So just moving it around as you're called. Give yourself a little rotation, point in the toes, a little flex. You can shake out your knees, you can shake out your legs. Give yourself that grace. So now, since whichever foot you had lifted first, we're going to switch and do the other one first. So for me, first I started with the right foot up. This time I'm starting with the left foot up for that balance. Bringing the foot to the insteps, bringing the foot to the hip crease.
Hip crease.
Yeah. And of course, remember your 3 levels. So you can remain with easy pose, where just you switching which one's on top, or you can come into half lotus and chill out here, or you can come into full lotus, bringing that other foot up and resting that one into your hip crease. Making those micro adjustments so that your knees are released toward the mat, realigning in the spine. If you'd like a pillow, if you notice that maybe you want a little blanket or a pillow, go ahead and grab that. Use the things at your disposal. Okay? Coming back to the sit bones, invisible string, beam of energy through the spine, from the root all the way through to the crown, elongating the spine. Coming back to your intention, we're going to get ready to begin. Inhale, energy rising, hands rising, shoulders high. Pause to savor and exhale to the left. As far as you can, feeling that twist, belly button to spine, shoulders released away from the ears. And on the exhalation, releasing the hands down toward the mat, toward the ground. Making those micro adjustments, realigning the spine, forming a pyramid with your hands. Inhale and exhale down toward the pyramid. Mer, unconditional love. Listen to your body. You never want to bring yourself to any sort of pain, so make your micro adjustments because you can and because you're worthy of it. Using your breath. On the inhalations, energy rising up your spine to the seat of perception right between your brows. Realigning, making those micro adjustments, and on the exhalations, deepening the stretch, lowering a little further, noticing that you can always go a little further using the breath. And that back hip is going to want to come up, but just allow yourself the grace to make those adjustments, bringing those sit bones back down, realigning before your next exhalation to release a little deeper. Breathe here, feeling that gentle massage of your chest toward your thighs. Releasing the shoulders away from the ears, keeping a neutral spine, a long neck, flat back, not over hunching in the back. There might be a gentle rounding in the back. Continuing to breathe. What was your intention again? And release, let it go. Let it go, relax a little deeper into it as you're breathing. Remembering that tongue connection. And on the next inhalation, we're going to rise, gently pushing away from the hands, energy rising up the spine. Core engaged, belly button toward the spine, lifting the arms up. Pause to savor. And on the exhalation, we're going to twist toward the other side, toward the right side. Bringing that alignment in the hips, releasing the lower back. You can form a pyramid from here if you like. And exhale, lowering down, wherever you can reach, really. If it's not the floor, then it's going to be your knee. Inhale, realign. And on the exhalation, lowering the head toward the pyramid. Mer, unconditional love. Take your time, noticing areas of tension, sending love there, send your breath there. Give yourself grace. Using the breath to go deeper, inhaling, energy rising. Pause to savor. Exhaling, energy coming into the hands, feet, the rest of the body, anywhere that's needed. Releasing, surrendering, relaxing into the deeper stretch. On your next inhalation, core engaged, belly button to spine. We're going to push away from the hands, rising up. Lifting the hands up, arms to shoulders height, toward the right. Pause to savor, and on the exhalation, releasing forward. Pause to savor, and inhale, energy rising, realigning the spine, releasing the shoulders away from the ears, releasing the lower back, sending love to your body. And on the exhalation, exhaling your pyramid down in front of you on the floor. Pause to savor and inhale, energy rising, realigning the spine before you exhale. Hinging from the hips, flat back, releasing your head toward your pyramid. Listen to your body. Allow yourself to align from the inside out. No matter what it looked like, what matters is that you're honoring your body, listening. Reconnect with your intention. Connect with that tongue connection. Belly button to spine, feeling that massage of your lower abdomen toward your legs. Breathe through it. Send love there.
Sit bones down.
Sit bones grounded. On the inhalation, rising, belly button toward the spine, shoulders away from the ears, pushing away from the hands, and rising, lifting the hands up to shoulders height. And on the exhalation, hands lower down, slowly, gently. Give thanks. Feel the energy in your body. Notice how it feels. From here, I'm going to gently, if you're in full lotus, you know how them ankles might feel. So we're going to gently release one foot at a time, taking the time. Gently releasing from half lotus, gently releasing, giving that gentle stretch in the feet, pointing, flexing, feeling how that feels. Now that our ankles have been thoroughly stretched and our hips have been opened, we're going to come to a standing position.
10:40. So I'm gonna kind of speed run my car within reason.
Okay. So coming to a standing position, we're going to meet at the back of the mat for Ma'at Ka, reconnecting with your intention. Yeah, we're going to stagger. Awesome. So Ma'at Ka is a balancing sequence that's all about balancing the life force. Ka is the universal life force, the opposite energy. We're balancing the opposite energy that we regularly embody with harmony. Ma'at is harmony, order, justice, truth. Wisdom as well. So at the back of the mat, bringing our big toes together, the outsides of the feet are parallel, grounding in those 3 points, the big toe, pinky toe, and heel, finding that sweet spot of balance, Taking your time, we're going to shift our weight into the right foot because the left foot will be lifting the left knee. Oh, thank you. Okay, here we go. Good. I forgot to explain Kinetic Fists and Kinetic Palms. So Kinetic Fists basically mean that you're going to curl in your fingertips toward your palms, laying your fists gently on the sides of your, laying your thumbs gently along the fists. And these will come down to your sides. The difference between Kinetic Fists and Kinetic Palms is it's not a tight fist. It's as though you're cradling a butterfly, that the butterfly is not being crushed and it's also being kept, right? For Kinetic Palms, we release our fist into a flat palm. Your fingertips are in line with your wrists and your thumbs are glued to the sides of your hand. So Kinetic Palms is where we'll begin here. And as we shift our weight into our right foot, we will coil our fingertips into Kinetic Fists, lifting the left knee gently, remembering your balance. If you need a wall next to you, use it, okay? And extending the left foot forward. And on the exhalation, releasing it down to the mat. Shifting the weight into the front foot, we're going to bring the back foot into a 45-degree angle. Lowering it down gently. So here, grounding the feet, big toe, pinky toe, heel, getting that equal distribution between both feet. Hips are squared forward. Releasing into Kinetic Palms. We're going to rotate through the shoulders, opening up, palms facing outwards. Inhale, energy rising, hands come up, following the breath to 3/4 of the way. And on the exhalation, exhaling, the palms to touch toward the sky. Inhale, energy rising, gaze up toward your fingertips. And on the exhalation, releasing the head and neck back gently. You're releasing in the lower back, engaging the core, so we're not straining the lower back. Inhale, gaze forward. Bring the backs, no, don't bring the backs of the hands together. Here we go. We're going to hinge from the hips, flat back, bringing the fingertips toward the mat. As far as you can reach. And on the inhalation, rising, core engaged, shoulder blades released away from, shoulders released away from the ears. Coming back to standing, fingertips to the sky. Inhale, gaze up toward the fingertips, pause to savor, and exhale your head and neck back, releasing the shoulders, core engaged, lower back also released. Pause to savor, inhale, energy rising, gaze forward. Shoulders released away from your ears, bringing the backs of the hands together. And on the exhalation, exhaling your hands to shoulders height. From here, we're going to twist toward the right side. Hips are forward, but we're twisting the torso to the right. Making those micro adjustments so that your arms are in alignment with your shoulders. Bringing those palms to face the right side of your right wall. Exhaling your arms into Ka. Feeling the energy in your fingertips. On the inhalation, realigning the spine, expanding the space in your collarbone, expanding that heart space, releasing the shoulder. And on the exhalation, gaze over your left shoulder or your front shoulder. Yeah, this is working in the arms. You'll feel the strength in your arms. Take your time. Inhale, back to center. Bring your gaze back to center. And on the exhalation, exhaling your gaze over your back shoulder. Inhale your gaze back to center. Pause to savor. And exhale your torso back to forward, releasing the twist. Inhaling, expanding the space in your collarbone, releasing your shoulders away from your ears, strong arms. And on the exhalation, lowering the hands gently toward each other, the palms condensing your energy down to the size of a marble between your hands as you bring your palms together at heart center. Shoulders released, lower back released, core engaged. Give thanks. Realigning the spine. And on the exhalation, lifting that front foot, we're going to hinge from the hips, lowering the fingertips toward the toe. Take your time. Remember the grounding, big toe, pinky toe, heel. Inhale, releasing the front foot down to the mat, hinging from the hips, belly button to spine, rising back up to standing, and lifting the fingertips toward the sky. Pause to savor, look up, and on the exhalation, release your head and neck back. Shoulders released, core engaged. Inhale, energy rising, gaze forward. Bringing the backs of the hands together. We're going to exhale, the hands, the arms come to shoulders height. Exhaling, forming a field of our energy, your love to shoulders height. From here, we're going to engage the core, belly button to spine. We're going to hinge from the hips, flat back, coming down so that your torso is parallel with the mat. Strong arms, like your arms are in a T. You are an aeroplane today. We're going to propeller the hands so that the left fingertips are just inside of the left foot, and the right fingertips, strong arms are toward the sky, gazing up at the right hand. Take your time, make your micro adjustments in your body, and release back into the airplane or the T. Breathing in and exhale, rise, core engaged, strong arms, back to standing. Hinging at the elbows, forming your arms into 90 degrees, ka. Inhale, realigning the spine, expanding the space in the collarbone, releasing the shoulders, and on the exhalation, feeling your energy coming down to the size of a marble between your palms. Give thanks, palms touch at heart center. Inhale, fingertips toward the sky. Gaze up, and exhale, energy felt throughout your body, head and neck, your shoulders release. Lower back release. Use your core here. Do not rely on your lower back. Don't collapse your lower back. Inhale, gaze forward. Bringing the backs of the hands together. Exhale, your arms to shoulders height. Feeling your energy around you. Coming back to your intention. Inhale, collarbone expanded, shoulders released, and exhale the rest of the way down. Arms coming to your sides, hands form Kinetic Fists, shifting your weight into your front foot, gently grounding your feet, going to lift the back foot and extending your right leg, and let it fall gently down toward the mat, shifting your weight, adjusting the back foot into a 45-degree angle. Now your right foot is forward, hands come into Kinetic Palms, rotating in the shoulders, palms facing out. Inhale, energy rising. Arms come to 3/4 of the way. Pause to savor. Exhale, palms together, fingertips toward the sky. Inhale, gaze up. Exhale, your head and neck back, releasing in the shoulders, releasing in the lower back, core engaged to support you. Remember your balance, big toe, pinky toe, heel. Pause to savor. Inhale, gaze forward. Bring the backs, no, don't, I always want to do that. Okay, we're gonna hinge from the hips. Bringing the fingertips toward the mat, making your micro adjustments, softening in the knees. And on the inhalation, rising back to standing, grounding in the feet, core engaged, fingertips to the sky. Gaze up, Inhale, expanding the space in your collarbone. Exhale, head and neck back, shoulders released, lower back release, core engaged, feeling those strong arms. Inhale, gaze forward. Bring the backs of the hands together. Exhale your energy around your body, your love. Arms come to shoulders height. We're going to rotate in the torso, keeping the hips toward the front, toward the left side. Bringing the palms toward the left side. Hinging at the elbows, coming into 90 degrees, ka. Inhale, expanding the space in the collarbone. Shoulders released. Exhale, your head over your front shoulder. Gaze, reaching as far as it can. Inhale, gaze back to center, energy rising up the spine. Remembering that tongue connection. Exhale, your gaze over your back shoulder. Inhale, your gaze back to center, energy rising, strong arms. Exhale, your torso back to front, releasing the twist. Inhale, expanding the space in your collarbone, shoulders released, realigning the spine, lower back released. And on the exhalation, feeling your energy coming down to the size of a marble between your palms, bringing those palms together slowly at heart center. A moment to be thanked, reconnect with your intention. Lifting that front foot, we're going to gently shift the weight, hinging from the hips, flat back, lowering your fingertips toward your big toe. Make those micro adjustments. Send your breath to any areas of tension, lowering that front foot down. Hinging from the hips, core engaged, rising back up, hands at heart center. Shoulders released, belly button to spine, collarbone expanded. Inhale, energy rising, fingertips to the sky. Second. Gaze up. And on the exhalation, releasing the head and neck back. Releasing the lower back. Core engaged, belly button to spine. Inhale, gaze forward, energy rising up your spine. Bringing the backs of the hands together. Exhale, your hands to shoulders height, feeling your energy around you. Inhale, expanding the space in your collarbone, releasing the lower back. We're going to hinge from the hips. Exhale, flat back, airplane. Here we go. Torso parallel with the mat. We're going to propeller the fingertips to the inside of your front foot. Your left hand is up toward the sky. Feeling that stretch in the neck. Gaze toward your left hand. Core engaged. Releasing in the hips. Inhale and release the twist. On your next inhalation, rise back to standing, flat back, core engaged. Don't use your lower back, use your core. We're going to hinge at the elbows to 90 degrees, strong arms, ka. Expanding the space in the collarbone, energy rising on the inhalation. And on the exhalation, bringing those palms toward each other slowly, feeling your energy come down to the size of a marble between your palms. At heart center, give thanks. Inhale, energy rising, fingertips toward the sky. Look up, reconnect with your intention. And exhale, shoulders release, lower back release, head release. Core engaged, belly button to spine. Inhale, energy rising, gaze forward. Bringing the backs of the hands together. And exhale, feeling your energy around your body to shoulders height. Take your time. Inhale, realign, energy rising. Exhale, hands down the rest of the way. Feeling yourself. Hands come into Kinetic Fists. At your side, shifting the weight into the front foot. And lifting that back leg so that you can bring your toes to meet. Resting your feet, grounding your feet on the mat. Releasing hands into Kinetic Palms. We're gonna come into the pendulum. Swinging the arms, activating the kidneys, pancreas, stomach, liver. Send love throughout your body. Allow your arms to fall, to slow down at their own pace. And we're going to end with the minute of power. So just take a moment to observe how you're feeling. We're going to come back to seated on the mat. Join you. You can feel free to lay down here if that's what you're called to.
Minute of power. Significance is to come to a space where we stop controlling, stop talking, stop thinking, and fill the body with gratitude while it still feels some intensity flowing within it. Still some intensity in the body from whatever we were just doing. We just fill that space with gratitude for about 60 seconds. Here we go. And on your next inhalation, just bring your palms together at heart center. Exhale with a silent thank you.
Ashe, Ankh, Uja, Sineb, Hotep, Mer, Ankh, eternal life, life force, knowing that what we are is infinite. job, strength, prosperity, Seneb, wellness, holistic wellness in all ways, to be well, whole, complete. Hotep, peace. Mer, unconditional love, always, in all ways. Ashe, there's power in the word. Salud to your health. Thank you.
So, how we doing? How we doing, y'all?
Doing well. Doing well.
Doing well.
How you
Good,
guys
good.
feeling? How was the practice?
No, we a little over time, but if you got a little second, let's chat for just a moment.
It was beautiful. Created space. Was present. Present for the pain and the pleasure. So yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
It was slow. The good kind. The good kind.
Yeah.
Yes.
So comfortable pace, huh?
Yes, yes, the pace was wonderful.
Bless.
Very accessible. Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Smiling toward the end, which is great.
You smiling towards the end?
Yeah,
Yes.
it was a good release.
That's
Wonderful.
what it's for. Yes.
Oh, it was wonderful.
Need that on-
I was smiling at myself, smiling. Like, how did we get here?
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's interesting to see my intention form, grow, or just like be a part of the experience and not in the way that I originally came to it. Where I said, okay, this is what I'm going with. It's like, okay, what does it mean in this moment right now to be in your intention? It was interesting to look at those perspectives.
Every time.
Bless. Like, what does love mean right here when I'm feeling Yeah.
What does listening mean when I can't breathe?
How about you, Ayin? How was your experience?
Hello. My experience was so peaceful as usual. You all do a wonderful job. I would say more specifically, I felt my focus shift from worrying to what I'm looking forward to. So thank you. Thank you both.
Bless.
That's wonderful.
That's good. I'm glad that this could be a space to bring more of where you're moving to instead of where we're coming from in terms of what we want to leave behind. Because as we shed the layers, as we give ourselves grace, as we forgive ourselves, as we pour love into ourselves, all of that takes care of itself in perfect timing every time.
Ashe.
Shay.
Bless. So enjoy your Sunday.
Dance the day away, you guys.
Yeah, get your
You know what I'm
robot
saying?
on if you need to. Go ahead. But yeah, thank you again for taking the time to be present, to love on yourself. This is beautiful. So may this energy carry you through the rest of the day, through the rest of this weekend, through the rest of the week, through the rest of life.
Next Sunday, this class will be on the other Freedom Tribe page.
Yes.
I repeat, next Sunday, this will not be in the Challenge Tribe page. It'll be in the Freedom Tribe page. If you don't know what I'm talking about, email us at support@ufulu. We'll just send you the link. Everybody, you do that. Contact us in any way, shape, or form. We'll send you the link. Don't say email us, but I think everybody here has like our personal phone numbers and things. So contact us in some way. If you have no idea what the Freedom Tribe is outside of the Challenge Tribe, and we'll get you in there.
Yeah.
So that's where this class will be next Sunday.
Well, it will still be on Zoom, but as far as the replay,
the link, right? The link will be posted
Yeah.
to the other tribe. My bad.
So with that being said, take care, loves.
Peace.